Hello guys, Mr. Agoraphobia today. Today I've put a build together, a quick build, explosive build with the new backpack, the festive delivery. It's kind of different to every other build, I'm guessing. But if you like my content guys, like and subscribe, and let's get into the build. So our first piece is the new exotic chest piece, the collector. The core attribute is 15% weapon damage, attributes are 5.5% critical hit chance, 10.8% critical hit damage and 5.8% critical hit chance mod. And the talent is plus 3 grenades, 50% grenade radius, 35% grenade damage, plus 25% grenade damage for each extra enemy caught in the blast. Automatically generate a grenade every 30 seconds if you have less than 2 grenades in your inventory. This is kind of like, it doesn't describe it properly guys, so say you get down to 0 grenades and they start regenning every 30 seconds, it will only go to 2, it won't go to like 3, 4, 5. It doesn't go above 2 grenades, which is kind of dumb. Our holster, we're running Wyvern, which gives us 1 piece is 10% skill damage, 2 pieces 10% stats effects. The core attribute is a yellow, attributes are 12% critical hit damage and 10% skill damage. Our second piece of Wyvern, because we want the stats effects, I'll show you that in a minute why. The attributes are 10% skill damage, 11.2% critical hit damage, and the mod is a 6% critical hit chance. And we have a skill tier. Knee pads we're using are Grupo, because the first piece is 15% critical hit damage, and the second is 15% explosive damage, which we're stacking into explosive damage because we're based on a mortar turret and grenades. It is a skill tier, 10% critical hit damage and 7% skill damage. Remember guys, you can max these stats out. Our gloves are China Light, 15% explosive damage. Core attribute is a skill tier, attributes are 12% critical hit damage and 10% skill damage. And our backpack is the festive delivery, Grupo. Core attribute is 14.2% weapon damage, the attributes are 10.7% critical hit damage, 8.1% skill damage, and the mod is 5.9% critical hit chance. And the talent is Fireworks Show. Concussion grenades become festive grenade. Hitting an enemy with a festive grenade will cause explosion to happen around 2 other enemies within 20 meters. If you don't know how to get this backpack guys, I'll leave the guide in the description. It's only a 6-minute video, so quick and easy to get. Weapon I'm using is the exotic assault rifle, the capacitor. Core attributes are 15% assault rifle damage, 12% damage to armor, and 9% health damage. This will be good in the next patch because you can change that to damage to targets out of cover. And the talent is shooting enemies, build stacks to a cap of 40, each stack grants 1.5% skill damage after 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier, gain 7.5% weapon damage. We have 4 skill tiers, and those are the mods. And I decided to use the lefty shotgun, named shotgun, because we're based around grenades. Core attributes are 15% shotgun damage, 12% damage to armor, 10% damage to targets out of cover. And the talent is perfect sledgehammer, dealing damage with a grenade applies a mark on target. Targets with mark will take 40% more damage to armor and have minus 30% movement speed. Mark will disappear after 10 seconds. And those are the mods I'm using guys. The pistol I'm using is the TDI card custom. Reason is because we have a extra skill tier from this. 12.3% pistol damage, and the talent we're using is Instinct. Hitting an enemy grants 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a non-shield skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases double while both buffs are active at the same time, which if you just sat in cover and you'll have 5 skill tiers and you can just hit fire spam and get a lot of skill damage. The first skill we're using is Riot Foam, that's why I've got 2-piece Wyvern for the 10% stats effect. We have 6 ammo, we're skill tier 4, and remember if you equip the card custom you'll be at skill tier 5. Those are the mods I'm using, in snare duration and plus 1 ammo. The second skill I'm using is the artillery turret, the mortar turret. We are tier 4 so we do quite a lot of damage, and those are the mods I'm using. This is the overall build guys. 1-piece China, 2-piece Grupo, 2-piece Wyvern, and the collector chest. And these are the stats. You can change it how you like guys, this is just a template. You can put more crit chance, less crit damage if you want more crit chance. I've got 43.2% crit chance, and 156.7% critical hit damage. You could change that if you'd like. You have 12% armor because of the capacitor. I'll scroll down the rest of the stats for you. Specialization we're using, guys, is the Demolitionists. We're using that because we get explosive damage, which is good. We also get the mortar turret, which is essential because we're using that. And your teammates gain 5% damage to targets out of cover, which is quite a lot of damage for them. So if they're running like a DPS build and legendary and you're running that, they'll get a lot of damage from you. You get a 15% increased assault rifle damage, 15% shotgun damage, and 15% sidearm damage. And obviously you get the specialization, the grenade launcher, which does a lot of damage as well. And because you have China Light and 2-piece Grupo, you get all that explosive damage that stacks onto the grenade launcher, so you do extra damage. But that's the build, guys. I hope this helps. Give it a go. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.
Agent incapacitated.